He also, obviously got a lot of backlash when he said he had discovered the cure for AIDS and what other disease? Diabetes, herpes, correct?
Yes.
Yes. You guys know this for a fact, though, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And so you've seen this happen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, with various people.
Definitely.
And he's had to prove this, right?
Yes.
And he's
yes.
proven it.
He has proven, and so this is where we bring back the Nipsey Hussle piece.
Yeah.
Because right there, the New York Supreme Court in 1988 acquitted him of any wrongdoing. And he brought all the information he had. He brought the facts. And see, let's live in the truth of it.
Yes.
This is what happened. Now, how you choose to spin it or whether you're just not interested in it, it exists. So that's what's up. We got to look at what the truth is and make that truth our own today, that it has been proven in their highest courts of America that it is a definite fact that he cured. Bottom line.
It's on record already.
on record.
Years ago.
Yes.
And couldn't understand why people still disputed it. That's
right.
But I do understand, because of the bigger picture. There's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of power involved. I want to give out y'all platforms. I'm going to continue to do this once again. So it's dietaryresolutions.com.
.com.
Okay. And Sebi'sDaughters.com. And you spell that SEBIS, daughters with an S at the end.
Yes.
.com. What are some of the essential herbs that your everyday person should have in their cabinets?
Sea moss.
Oh,
Sea moss is one of the herbs that everyone needs because it's very, very beneficial to the body. It builds the immune system. It detoxes the colon, put the zinc and the calcium back into the body, enriches the blood, tone the body naturally, suppresses the appetite, lower your blood pressure and your cholesterol as well. And it also helps with asthma and diabetes and balancing the sugar level. So yeah, that's one of the
sea moss.
Sea moss is one of the most powerful herbs that my grandfather discovered. And Lisa Left Eye Lopez was one of the first pioneers in hip hop to talk about Dr. Sebi and how important sea moss is to the body.
That's the royal superfood.
Sea moss is.
Sea moss.
Yeah, you can find sea moss or Irish moss off of the coast of St. Lucia, and it is beautiful. And you go there and you'll find it growing, and it is absolutely wonderful. So some people will have it in its natural form, some people will powder it, some people, any form you have is going to benefit that body.
And I would always tell the story of how he's healed so many people when he used to open up the phone lines and allow people to actually call and speak to him. And so many people called and said that he's helped with pains and illnesses that they have, everything from, herpes to HIV to ED. And I tell the story, I seen him stand on a table, jump off the table, land on his knees. I can't do it now at this age, and I've seen him do it and jump on his knees. And people talk about his program and how he's healed so many people. But now there's so many different people selling his products.
So we're trying to figure out what's authentic.
Yeah, which is authentic, which is not authentic.
Right.
Is it coming from his ex-wife or his kids? Or let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, as far as the legacy, you seeing it right in front of you. We are the original family with the original products. We're the ones continuing the legacy of my grandfather, the ones that been helping heal and save lives and help our people. And like you just said, you saw my grandfather, jump on the table and get right back off that table is because of minerals. And one of the main components that we always talk about is sea moss. Sea moss provides you with 92 of 102 minerals what the body is composed of. So it's high in zinc, high in calcium. It enriches the blood, tone the body naturally, lower blood pressure, get rid of asthma, and bring the body back to its natural essence. So when we talk about my grandfather, Dr. Sebi, and original products, this is his firstborn son right here.
Wow. Sea moss, that's the pills?
Yeah, that's the pill.
How many do you take?
You taking one a day.
Can I take one now?
Sure.
And you can also make your own sea moss, right?
Yes,
at
you
home.
can, fresh.
Because we had that at the juice bar.
Yeah, well, what's interesting you said that is that, you can make it yourself, and that's what we're all about. When he talks about there's so many selling the original, this is about education. My father was a sick man, And the first person who had to be educated was him. So when you look at it like that, we are not the ones who are producing just what he had. This is for the world's benefit. Mm-hmm. So when you talk about CMOS, young lady, I love you for that. I love what you're doing because that means you're educated. Mm-hmm. And that means that we as a people can sit together and say, hey, we're going to be educated and we're going to educate others.
He was arrested they claimed that he was trying to embezzle money, which is false information. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, another time I remember that he took out ads in the newspaper saying that he can help heal people, and he was arrested for that, and he actually beat that case. Can you explain to people what happened during that time?
Yeah, it was the Village Voice in the big red newspaper. And what happened was, the Attorney General at the time was Attorney General Abrams here in New York. Mm-hmm. And he called Sebi. He said, look, man, you can't have that ad in the paper. He said, that's not true. Sebi said, what do you mean? He said, why I have to take it out of the paper? He said, because it's not true. He said, well, tell me why it's not true. He said, because you can't do that. He said, that's not good enough. Hung the phone up on it. Mm-hmm. So I must have been 3-4 months.
And that ad was claiming that he can cure AIDS.
And it was big then.
Big back then, I remember, yeah.
Herpes, cancer, diabetes, sickle cell. Mm-hmm. Basically, he was saying we can reverse any disease, and that still remains today. Because there's no disease that's irreversible. When you give the body the environment that it needs to nourish itself, our bodies want to heal itself. Mm-hmm. And it's up to us to decide, hey, we got to change our toolbox. What is our toolbox? The food that we put in our mouth.
Now, that's the conspiracy, is that our food sources
it's killing us,
feeding us.
As a nation. And not only that, the
cold-blooded,
pharmaceuticals.
yeah, the pharmaceuticals.
Let's go back. I want to go back.
I want to talk about the court case some more.
Now, the government brought charges on him.
Brought charges on him for what they said, selling medicine without a license, practicing medicine without a license. So in that courtroom was the AMA. He's the first naturopath to go up against the AMA, which went all the way to the Supreme Court, and he beat the case. Try to get a copy of the case now. They have it sealed.
I read some of it. They said that they told him to bring in people that he healed, and he brought it. They said the courtroom was too full.
15.
Yes.
Yeah.
They asked him to bring 15. He filled the court up.
Yeah.
And that's not pharmaceuticals if you're telling people to eat natural fruits and vegetables.
It's food.
Yeah, it's food. It's not even like you're trying to get people to buy drugs.
No.
Life is food.
Nipsey wanted to focus on in his documentary, right?
Yeah,
like just that specific time.
Yeah, so with the, Nipsey passing and, Nipsey wanted to do the documentary, he wanted to just strictly focus on the court case because our generation need to know the truth. It's so many conspiracies on Dr. Sebi. He wasn't a healer. He was a quack. He didn't cure these people. The fact of the matter is this. He won in the Supreme Court. He beat his case. Not only the Supreme Court justice, he also went the very next day and beat a federal case. So we have to give this man his credit. He's doing something that no one in this world has ever done, period.
And it's still being done right now. And nothing changed because when you understand what the body needs and what the body is getting, then you eliminate the poison that you intake it and put in all nourishment. It changes the body's environment. That's simple as that.